So we're gonna say you've got about an hour and a half before the schedule. I mean, it's goblins, so the schedule isn't gonna be perfectly precise.
I'm also not entirely assured of the vast majority of goblins' grasp on the concept of time, but that's mostly just bitterness of being stabbed and shot at them by them at this point.
That's fair.
Well, yeah. So once we wake up in the morning and you all are, writing your notes and stuff for Barnabas, we're eating our breakfast or whatever, I will bring up the fact that I've been challenged to a duel by the note that I found on the.
Go ahead and make sure to mark down a ration as well, please, friends.
Yes.
Psychonthrope, yes.
I am running out of rations, folks.
I have 8 days left.
Oh, actually, there is a brace of rabbits, so 2 of you can go without rations if you want to eat if you want to eat rabbit.
I'm gonna eat rabbit. Rabbit sounds delicious.
Yeah, there's enough rabbit for 2 people.
Oh, does Urki have rations?
Urki casts create food.
Ah, okay.
I'll have my tofu, thanks.
The hell's a tofu?
Vegans.
Not even a spinach?
I mean, it just sounds like some sort of angry relative of a blobfish. So
it looks like the angry relative of a blobfish.
Kestrel, that's fantastic. Barnababy, come back.
Barnababy, come back.
So yeah, I'll be like,
revision. It is not Barnabas Waldershorter. It is Barnababy.
I'm sure he's gonna love that nickname.
Yeah,
I'm sure
he was not. We took a vote. He was not here.
We took a vote. He abstained.
So what
as
do you
we're
do?
munching,
Yeah.
I'll be like, so that note I found on the hobgoblin. Apparently, the new warchief
hastily scrolled out like a struck through with the line, and then it's like written in the corner.
Kestrel, I love you. Well done. Thank you for deleting that very quickly.
Apparently, the warchief wants a duel with me.
Oh, that's
well.
Neat.
You do kick some serious ass.
True.
I don't trust it.
You shouldn't.
I mean, he sent me a note challenging me to a duel with a bunch of people trying to kill me. So I don't really trust the one-on-one aspect of the duel that I have been challenged to.
What? Goblins being dishonorable? What?
Dude's not a goblin.
Or goblinoids.
Durnn is a bugbear.
Oh, he's a bugbear.
He was one of my father's right-hand associates back in the day. And it seems that he's now taken over in the wake of my father's death.
This does not... So what are you going to do?
I mean, I would like to use the challenge to get us in closer. If we tell people I'm accepting the challenge and these are my witnesses or whatever, then maybe we can travel farther faster.
I mean, we will technically be your witnesses regardless.
Yeah,
There's another person we have to watch out for once we get into the actual den.
The druid.
No. Grunnell.
The hell is Grunnell?
She does magic. And she is old for a goblin, which is a sign that she knows how to handle herself. And she was old when I was young here.
She's reached the hairy old age of 25.
She'd be 35 by now.
I was joking.
She's no one to mess with. And if the warchief is going to be present, then she's going to be present. So watch out for the old goblin. She can sling some terrible stuff.
Well, so can we. And I mean, you've been getting our backs, we got your backs. I will do my best to not get your back in the way that I still sorry about that.
I'm still sore from that. But I appreciate it. I mean, I think this is our ticket.
I mean, I breathed on a fire on a dragon yesterday, so I'm pretty much over it.
I think this is our ticket in quicker.
I would agree.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wouldn't mind killing Durnn.
Can you take him?
I've certainly gotten a lot better in the 10 years I've been gone, so I can only imagine he has. Depends.
So, it seems like we have an accord. It does look like we will be meeting them for the time. However, you do have an hour and a half beforehand. What are you doing, each of you, in that time, either individually or as a team? Let's start just as a team. Throw out ideas. How are you spending the hour and a half?
I mean, I feel like some basic preparation be it, but also like a little bit of still looking for Barnabas.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe securing the camp a little better, packing things up.
We have a bunch of caltrops.
You do. And in fact, so you have, aside from the 2 that you already took, you have now 8 bags of 20 caltrops each. Go ahead and mark those in somebody's inventory.
We can split them evenly. 2, 2, and 2.
That would probably be smart.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
I'm going to put a big stick a wooden plank into the middle of the camp, and again, speaking Barnabas's name, watch for the caltrops, so that he can read it and no one else can. So, literally, it's a sign advertising the trap.
Oh, are we spreading out caltrops here?
Like just around the
not?
camp to fuck with, because I'm sick and tired of things.
Are we using all of the caltrops, or?
I'll spend one of my bags, so I'll still have 2.
I have 4
That's
bags at this point, so I'm okay with
So,
using 2
so
of mine.
Calder just like lines the camp with caltrops casually.
Yep. All seems good to me. What's Hyacinth doing?
Watching that for a second and then going, okay, yeah, so I'm gonna do a quick look around, see if I can find any, like, I know we didn't see any struggle or anything like that, but like if I can figure out which tracks, like where he went, I guess.
What tracks are the freshest?
Like what tracks are the freshest?
You can,
that, are very obvious with his boot tread.
You can make another roll, but I will tell you that it will be a very, very, very difficult task.
Do you want me to do a survival one and see how badly it can be? Because my minimum is a -1.
That or perception. With survival, you won't make it even with a natural 20, so you'll probably want to go with perception.
Okay.
Yes, that's right, friends. When you roll a skill check, a natural 20 is not an automatic success like it is for an attack or a save.
Did that take it? No, that didn't.
No, I did not see anything. Even with the 20, you are at least able to tell that he went out hunting probably sometime, maybe 5 or 6 hours before you got to the camp. He went out hunting. He came back. He set up the rabbits, and it is suspicious that you can't tell what those seem like the most recent boot marks to you. Okay. So far as you can tell, he went out hunting, came back with rabbits, and those are the last boot marks that you see.
So I mean, I'd definitely be like, okay, so we know we have like a creepy druid with a weird ass toad or something, right? Maybe they grabbed him.
One would think we would find tracks of a giant toad or a druid.
Can't druids turn into things that fly?
And also, like, be basically invisible in trees?
Yes, but birds of prey leave signs in the earth with their passage. It's an obvious time when a creature is struck off the ground. There's blood.
Look. His tracks say that he went off hunting. It doesn't have to be right here that they grabbed him.
That's fair. Came back.
I just can't tell which direction he went in.
What if they spelled his mind and he just walked off?
We would have seen
also a possibility
him walking off.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of tracks of him walking off.
Yeah, but like there's brush and stuff. I can't figure this shit out. I am not an outdoor person. I am an indoor person. I was made for courtrooms and like,
well,
as someone who is and drinking wine carefully.
As someone who was nabbed off of the road from my campsite just 2 days ago, I would think if he got nabbed, he'd be somewhere in the Citadel.
And maybe the goblins. I mean, like, we were already looking for people who went missing, so it's not. I hate to be like this, but like, let's just add them to the list.
Sure.
Yeah.
The most likely place he is the Citadel. If
I
someone
want
has
to be
taken him.
looking at those
There's
new
no objection to
spell
that.
the spell scrolls.
Yeah.
I want to
There's knock. There was
knock,
Spider
There's-
climb,
spider climb, and then there's an armor spell,
armor.
isn't there?
Mage armor.
mage armor.
How does mage armor work?
Mage armor.
if you're not wearing armor, then it works.
Yeah, mage armor gives you essentially a minimum armor class of 13.
Interesting. Can I have knock?
If you
Well, I
like.
can't use it.
I don't
It's
wear armor.
between the two of you people.
I don't wear armor, so the mage armor is an obvious pick
Yeah.
for me.
You
Actually,
take
that's
mage
not true.
armor.
In 5e, non-casters can cast off of scrolls.
Except
Yeah, no. I don't do spells anyway.
No,
so
but
we're
I
fine.
don't wear armor is more my concern.
Yeah. No, mage armor could do you good.
Yeah, you take mage armor.
It lasts for like 8 hours.
It does, that's true.
Yeah.
And
That's me saying that, not uh Echo
I'll
doesn't
take
know
knock.
about
I
magic.
could also take the spider walking.
Yeah.
Spider jump. That would be helpful. If not here, then somewhere else.
That should probably go to either frankly that should go to Hyacinth.
Hyacinth doesn't want the
Hyacinth
spells.
said
It
that
doesn't
they
think.
don't want spells.
Yeah.
Hyacinth says Hyacinth. Is not a spellcasty person. Maybe one day you guys can convince me into it, but today is not that day.
I think you
I
can
can-
cast Spider Climb on someone.
That might be a thing, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to be doing like the weird hand things that you people do. I refuse.
This is not a weird hand thing.
I can't play an instrument either. It's basically
Yes,
a weird hand
we are
thing.
aware.
Okay?
I tried to teach you. It went so badly. Let's not talk about that again.
I can sing
Ah,
just
that's right.
fine.
Its range is touch, and so I can in fact cast it on a person.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
That being said, I'll hold on to these like
Elixirs?
goblin wine things.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're good with alcohol.
Well, I
I'll-
figure my reasoning is that these could totally be flammable, and since Calder has the my fire breath potion, then I mean I don't mind setting up some people to have a inferno experience.
We should probably stop by that spring and see if we can get these refilled.
Yeah, I'm
That'd
not
be
gonna try that
smart.
because I've experienced that. I'm good, thanks.
I will.
That was not the trapped spring, though. That was the good
Yeah, but who
spring.
knows if it changed?
I will hand wave this and say that unfortunately the spring with the fire breath potion is tapped,
It's one.
You only get so many.
and I'm pretty sure you don't want to try the poison fountain again.
If I can get some of the poison gas in a bottle, then maybe I could, but
Well, see, we need is just a network. We just need a really, really big sack that fits over the spout, and we just need to make it tight and then vacuum seal it. So that when it fills, we get it, and we just tie it off and then let it collect.
if
gonna go
somebody
well.
was playing an artificer, maybe, but no one is.
Okay, so let's jump back in. So the hour and a half passes. If anybody has any effects that you want to put up or something like that, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to take us back to the table.
Well, I'm just going to be putting up the mage armor on myself, and before, as we're on approach, I will drink the potion of fire breathing.
Excellent. So you get to the door that you had previously frozen, but that water has melted off since. Of course, in the long rest. So you can all see the map just fine.
Yes.
Okay. So that is where you're at right now. And Echo, you know that the main hall of the goblins is on the other side of this door. How do you approach?
I, with the end of my, the non-pointy end of my spear, reach out and knock on the door while calling out in Goblin, Durnn challenged me and I'm here!
Excellent. The door opens. And you can go ahead and Echo will go ahead and enter just at the beginning, and I'm going to go ahead and drop all of the people who are here. Okay. Hold on, this is going to take a bit to load, friends. Like, Fantasy Grounds is not responding for a second. That's how long this is going to take to load.
That's a lot of goblins.
We have killed a lot of goblins.
I'm also getting non-responsive. Okay, there we are.
Got this. It's fine.
Oh, there they are.
So you enter the room, and the room is full of goblins. Just absolutely full of goblins. 1 second, really quick. I seem to be... there he is.
Oh, no.
However, most of these goblins are not combatants, I want to mention. Like, this is clearly a ring of mostly spectators. Okay? This is a ring of mostly spectators. But there are definitely goblins sort of ringing the outside that have weapons out. But most of them are like, there are children in this room right now.
Okay.
So,
like, this is the town center.
Yeah, this is the town center. And let me make Durnn visible as well. 1 moment. So that you can see him. But of course, there being so many people in the combat tracker means that I have to, like, search for him.
Scroll.
There we are.
Scroll.
So Durnn is sitting on that sort of couch-looking thing at the very bottom. You are allowed to enter without being accosted in any way, so all of you go ahead and move yourselves to wherever you want to go. The goblins definitely murmur a lot in response to you getting there.
Oh, this is bad.
And they
There's so many tokens.
they generally let you move around.
I would. There we go. I'm about to say, can I move? It's just that slow.
Yep. So many tokens.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while to load once you come in to the room.
That's a lot of tokens. Oh, wow.
Stuck.
I'm bringing... Yeah, this is... we're definitely going to get some loading issues, my friends.
Yeah. I'm scanning the room to see if I can pick out Grenell in the crowd, if I can see her.
Mm-hmm. Grenell is not currently in the crowd, no.
All right.
Ooh, yes.
So you walk in, and all of the goblins kind of hush, and you stand in the middle of the room, and I'm going to give you a chance to monologue.
All right. So we walk in,
Yes.
and everybody walks kind of in next to me. I'll gesture back to them, and I'll in Goblin, and then I'll repeat afterwards in Common. These are my witnesses here for our battle, the duel that you challenged me to. As long as you keep to what you've actually challenged, they will also be spectators. But we both know, Durnn, how little your word and loyalty mean.
Oh, shit. Is this a Kingslayer situation?
Durnn stands up. The goblin directly in front of him sort of parts to the side so that it makes a little bit of a space, so that there's nothing between you and him. And he stands and he looks at his rival, and you see him getting ready to prepare his monologue, and he smiles and says, "Kill them." Initiative, friends.
Can I shout out one thing as I bring
Yes.
my spear into my hands? I'll shout out in Common, "Don't kill the children!"
Kind of sad
Can
that
we
you
tag
had
the
to.
children?
It's kind of sad that you had to call that out. But yes, indeed. What? Goblins being duplicitous? That never happens.
That was mostly for Meepo.
So I don't know how to add an additional +2 to this initiative.
There is on the bottom row, there is a +2 modifier that you can click before you roll the initiative.
Excellent. I will do that.
Oof.
Oh, oof.
Okay. Now,
Anyway, here's
friends.
Thunderwave.
Friends, my lovelies. First off, Jackie Boy K, thank you for your follow. I appreciate you so much. Shall we take a 10-minute break?
That's probably wise.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take a quick 10-minute break before we get into the fight. Cliffhanger, no! And we will be back for the fight itself. Jackie Boy rating with 8 viewers. Holy crap!
Ooh, right when we went
Nice.
to take
Well
the
done,
break.
friend.
As we are going
Thanks,
to
bro.
break, we have a raid, which makes me so incredibly happy. So we're actually gonna stick around for just a moment. What are you doing, Step Raider? Hold on, let's go into chat really quick
Excellent.
so that I can actually see folks.
Hey, Chad.
Hi, friends. Yes, this is the out of character section because we just finished up our first 2 hours of game. We are indeed we are going to take a 10-minute break because there's no way we're getting through this combat in anything less than like an hour and a half. But I love you all so very, very much. Kale from Amptguard, I do remember you. I do, in fact, and I'm glad to hear from you. Gryfish here? Griff is here. Griff is here. Are you winning? Are you winning, folks? Would you call this winning?
Seeing as I can see 20 goblins on the combat tracker.
No, that's just 20 non-combatant goblins.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
maybe we can win.
Crocos,
Yeah, we
thank you
should be
very much for
fine.
your follow. Yeah, they're not
Target-rich
dead,
environment.
but there is... let me go ahead and jump back into the tabletop really quick. This is what the current scene looks like. Now,
Yeah,
again,
it's
most of
a
those
nightmare.
goblins are non-combatants, but yes, they are not in a particularly good situation, as you can see. However, my friends are unfortunately human beings, and that means that they need rest and recuperation. So we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we're going to get started again at 8 p.m. Pacific, which is 11 p.m. Eastern. We will be back. There will be some music in the interim, and I hope you all stick around, and we will be right back.